Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest 8-second gaming, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at how you can use the new character Vantage to absolutely dominate in fights. She's actually incredibly useful, and right now with Kings Canyon being so third-party heavy, you want to end fights as quickly as you possibly can, and Vantage is fantastic for that. So we're going to be jumping into this, breaking it all down, and by the end of this video you'll understand how to use Vantage in fights more effectively. And if you guys like these types of videos where we go into these kind of games, show you moments like this, and really break it down for you, then you need to check out the GameLeap website right now. Over there we have top level coaches, including myself, creating the best guides and courses, all so that you can become a top level Apex player. So if you guys really want to improve at Apex, click the link in the description, pick yourself up a membership, use code season 14 because there's a sale going on, and start to improve today. But okay, now let's jump right into this example here, and the first thing I want you guys to see is the area that we are in, because this area in Kings Canyon, the area kind of around Cage, this is a huge third party heavy area. A lot of teams rotate in, a lot of people want to fight here. It's kind of a melting pot area, and you don't really want to stick here longer than you have to. So as we roll up, we don't really want to be stuck in this spot here because we know that there's so many possibilities for teams to come from. Another team could be coming from Hydro Dam, a team could be coming from Labs, a team could be running down this choke here, there's teams coming from Cave and Market, and there's just so many possibilities of teams coming. So we don't really want to stick here any longer than we have to, but as we do pull up here, we do notice that there is a team right below us. And this is one of those situations where you can't just mirror with a team. Sometimes if a team is like down here, for example, you can just mirror with them. And what that means is like as they run this way, you run this way, and you just kind of like go your separate directions because they'll go under here, you'll go through here, and you don't have to deal with each other. You don't have to draw a fight out longer than you have to. And it's not something that you really want to do in this area if you don't have to. But this team is a little bit too close to us. They are actually on this building right here, and they're in a spot where we can't just ignore them. We have to actually deal with them. So what I want to do as Vantage, and what you guys should always be looking to do as Vantage, is take out my sniper rifle. And because this thing is so unbelievably broken right now, this thing absolutely dominates fights. And as soon as I pull out my sniper rifle, you can see here in the passive, I know that they are blue, blue, white. So we are on the exact same shields, blue, blue, white. So it's actually a pretty fair fight. But right now we have high ground. We have the advantage because we're getting first shots off on it, because as you can see right here, the Mad Maggie is starting to take damage from my teammates. So we already have two advantages going into this fight, and they don't really have any. So right here, what we want to do is use the sniper's mark to get the fight out into a really good advantage for us. So as soon as this Mad Maggie peeks the roof, she's almost instantly dead. And now what you guys need to be looking to do in your games as Vantage is when you down somebody with your sniper's mark and they have this little debuff on them, a lot of people don't know this, but you actually thirst somebody in one shot. So it's a very quick down into a thirst and they're out of the game almost instantly. And it's something that you guys really need to be paying attention to in your games, because it's something that can turn fights super quickly, and now you're just able to use that and just continue to steamroll teams. Now with this, we know that the Mad Maggie's out, so we want to continue to press our advantage. And when you do this, what you want to be looking to do is go into this fight kind of as quickly as you can, but still as safely as you can, because you don't want to like run in there and die and give them the opportunity to turn the fight. So as you're playing Vantage, you still want to keep in mind that you are a fairly large character, to not get too caught up in certain moments like this. So what I opt to do is let my aggressive characters, the Pathfinder and the Octane, push the building here and force this team out to this side over here, because once they force that team out here, I have very clear sight lines right here that I'm able to take advantage of. Advantage. So once the horizon jumps out, I'm able to get some damage out on her. I'm able to burn her with my thermite grenade, and then she's out very quickly. And now their Vantage did take off, and this is why your sniper rifle is just so good, because my team's able to get some shots off. I'm able to land a tag on her, and because I know she has white armor, a body shot does 150. So now this is where sniper's mark really comes in handy, because as she's running, I've already done 50 to her. All I need to do is land that other shot, and there's the 150, and we've ended this fight really quickly. Like this fight didn't take long at all. We really didn't take any damage here. The only reason that we have missing health is because we did level up our Evo shields in this fight. So we really didn't take any damage. We wiped a team almost instantly. There's no real chance for third parties here, and this is what you guys need to be looking to do in your games, is just wipe this team almost instantly, reset for that third party, and still be effective. But okay, that's a highly aggressive situation where you need to be in and out of the fight almost instantly. What about using Vantage in like an end game situation where you're not as worried of a third party and you just kind of can slow play a little bit more, because Vantage is actually really good at being aggressive and slow playing at the same time. And she is a support character, so you might want to play her in that support role a little bit more often. I don't know if that's the right word there, but that's the word I'm going for. So in this situation, we are in a top 2 spot here. We did just see that the last 2 teams were fighting here, and one happened to wipe the other one. So now in this situation, as Vantage, I want to post up with my sniper's mark because it's a really good ultimate. You can do so much with it. It's super oppressive, and I have all 5 bullets here, and I'm ready to just snipe some people. And the reason that I'm looking here is because not only do I want to see who they have on their team, because you can see right here, I can see that they have a seer here, but I also want to see their armors, because I want to see if we're going into this with any sort of advantage at all, because we do have high ground here, but you also want to see kind of what armors they have so you can plan accordingly. So here we do see that they have red, purple, purple, and we have red, red, purple. So we do have the armor advantage and we have high ground advantage. And that's something that you guys need to be constantly checking out in your games. If you're playing Vantage, is seeing what opportunities you can take with the information that you get. You have to remember that Apex is an information game. The more information that you have, the better your chances are at winning. So with this, as they're sliding down, I don't want to give these guys any opportunities to kind of relax and hang out, because I do see that they have a Newcastle as well. Newcastle's really good at bunkering up. So with them doing this, where they put themselves out of storm, I want to make sure that they are constantly like struggling to get back in, because as you can see here, this Newcastle was trying to heal up. I didn't give him that opportunity, and now he's down. He's out of the fight. He's not going to be able to crawl back into storm in time, and he's really going to be taking a lot of damage, and the team's going to be trying to get him up. So they're not going to be in the right positions for us to fight them, because they're trying to get their teammate up. We're going to be going into this a lot better suited than they are, and it's just like this fight is basically over before it even starts. And this is something you guys need to be doing in your games, is if you have this opportunity to continue to press advantages on teams, you have to be taking that. So now I do go for the thirst here because I'm a little bit greedy. I should have saved that sniper bullet for the fight, because the guy would have died anyway, like how far out in zone he was. But now this is where I played a little bit differently than most people. See, in this, my team is trying to get in this fight and be super aggressive. They want to take this little building because there's not a whole lot of spots for this team to play in here. But I want to be the support. I always default back to being in the backline, because this is where I play for my team in like ALGS and stuff. I'm always this backline character. So I'm not as hyper aggressive as my teammates are. And this is where you guys can flip this a little bit if you want to. It is a 3v2. If you want to be more aggressive, definitely be more aggressive. But this is where I like to kind of sit back here. And it could have cost my team the game if we played it any differently, but thankfully we didn't. So I'm watching this door because right now my team's able to start taking angles. And as soon as I open up that door, I know that I'm able to get that shot off. But my Ash takes that side of the building, and then I actually end up missing a shot here. So that does cost my Octane his life, and he does go down here. But thankfully my Ash does push the Vantage out on that side, and I'm able to get the knock there. Now, some people might be saying, why'd you take the jump pad? Why didn't you just send Echo over? Echo's really fast. You can get over there extremely quickly. Partly because if my Ash dies while I'm traveling, if they had a Mastiff or something like that, and the Ash is dead over here, I don't want to strand myself in that area. So I take the jump pad, and I definitely messed up here. I tried to slide into it, but it didn't work. So I did take like the higher jump, and it's slower. So this is just me kind of misjudging distances and not sliding at the appropriate time. So I am a little bit slower here, but if I land in this area and my Ash is dead and I need to reposition, because look at where zone pulls. The zone pulls up here. So if I have to get back up here, I want to have that Echo to help me get back up there, because they're playing Seer. You got to remember the information game at the start. They have a Seer on their team. They don't have a way to get back up if I can get the thirst off on the Vantage at worst case scenario. So I always want to have that in my back pocket. But as my Ash is fighting over here, thankfully she does get some pretty good damage out. She does get the crack on the Seer, and as I land, he is on that door, and I'm able to push up. My teammate on the other side opens up the door. We're able to get the kill, and we are able to clutch out the win. Now, like I said, you guys can be a little bit more aggressive on that. I just chose to be like this for mainly because that's just what I default back to for my playstyle, but you guys can change it up if you feel like you can be more aggressive with it. But I just want to show you guys how amazing Vantage can be when actually put into different situations. She doesn't always have to be that support. She can be aggressive. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did and you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. And we also do daily Apex Legends videos. So if you guys want to be notified whenever we post new videos, ring that bell as well. Thank you guys all for watching. Come check me out on Twitch sometime if you guys want to see these games live, twitch.tv/8secondgaming, and I will see you guys in the next one.